Hi, and welcome to your tarot reading. This is a pick a card, and this is for asking your angels for divine guidance and divine wisdom and any messages that you need to hear from your angels right now. And this is a timeless reading, so this applies to whenever you find this. I have 3 piles to choose from and 3 different charms. So the first pile, I have this beautiful, beautiful lady. She's got pink hair and she's also holding a tiger's eye crystal here. And she's got this, long, sparkly pink hair. In pile number 2, I have this cute little jar. It's basically like a little fairy home. It even has a real window in the back. This little jar is so cute. So this is for pile number 2. And then pile number 3, I have alien blood here. And it's pretty cool. I'll shake it up for you and you can see it all disperse. And yeah, look at that. We have some real alien blood on our hands right here. So yes, so take a moment, take all the time you need. You can pause if you have to pick a pile, whatever you feel most drawn to. And if it doesn't resonate, you can always go back and pick another. You can always pick more than one if you feel really called to more than one. If you feel like all 3 are calling your name, go ahead and watch all 3. But yeah, whenever you're ready, I'm gonna have timestamps and you can pick your pile. Hi there, pile number 1. So we are asking for divine guidance from your angels. So I'm going to start this out by rolling the dice. I have some numerology and some zodiac signs here, and I'm going to go over that. And then you have 3 oracle cards that I'm going to go over, and then 4 tarot cards. Okay, so I'm going to start with rolling the dice, and we are asking for divine guidance from your angels for pile number 1. Okay, what do we have? We have 10 and we have Leo here. So, okay, let's start with Leo. So you may have Leo in your zodiac chart somewhere in your birth chart. You could know someone who is a Leo who plays significance to you. The sign is popping out. This could also have to do with timing. So this could be about Leo season, which is right in the middle of summer. So that could also be something that applies to you. And then we have the number 10, and in numerology, 10 it's equal to 1 actually, because everything gets reduced to 1 digit in numerology, but coming up as 10 with a 0 behind it, that does just give it like added energy. And number 1 is, this tells me you are being guided to really put yourself first. And this also ties in with Leo coming up, because Leo is ruled by the sun, and the sun is all about like selfishness, but not in a bad way, because that word can be negative, but there is a very positive way to be selfish and just really bring the energy back to you and not let yourself get wrapped up in anyone else's petty drama. It means honoring yourself, spending time with yourself, doing what you want to do, and not just people pleasing. Okay, so I definitely see a message right away for you to really put yourself first and embrace your confidence, embrace that creative side of yourself, and go for what you want. And don't feel like you have to live for other people and do what other people want you to do. Okay, it's all about following your own heart here. So let's get into your cards now. And I am pulling from the Britney Spears Oracle. So we have the movie star. We have the record breaker. And we have the beach babe. Okay. So I love this beach babe card. I think that's really awesome that you got that. And by the way, you definitely just want to say you don't have to be a woman or female to be a part of this pile or resonate with this reading, because although I am definitely picking up strong feminine energy, this can be man, woman, non-binary, whatever. I am getting a lot of feminine energy though. But yeah, just wanted to put that disclaimer out there. So the beach babe, I love this because it reminds me of a mermaid, and this figure here definitely reminds me of a mermaid as well. So yeah, so we have the theme of the beach coming up, and this really sends me a message of like being one with the water and going with the flow, going with the waves. And it definitely brings me to images of the moon too, because the tide is ruled by the moon, and you have your low tide, your high tide, and you go through different seasons in life. So I feel like you have been going through a lot of change recently and going through these different phases and seasons, and there's just been like so much out of your control, and really like the best way for you to handle this is to just go with it and to go with the flow, to ride these waves. You should understand that the situation that you're in is not going to last forever, and your life right now is full of these highs and lows, really like the waves coming in and coming out. And you really just have to, it's definitely taking you for a ride. I feel like you've been on an emotional roller coaster lately, and you've kind of been trying to prepare yourself for the future and what to expect in the future. But things have been so crazy. Everything's been so back and forth. It's like one moment you think you're headed in this direction, so you prepare yourself for it, and you shift yourself into a certain mindset so you can be prepared for what's to come. But then it's like all of your plans change all of a sudden. So it's kind of like, yeah, you're riding these waves, and your angels are telling you all you can do is ride it out, and definitely know that, yeah, the situation you're in is not going to last forever. There's more change coming, and yeah, the best you can do is just go with it. So we also have the record breaker here. This is telling me that you are going above and beyond, and this could be like in your career. This could be also in your romantic life, your personal life, with your friends. You could be someone really going above and beyond for your friends right now, for really everyone around you too. And I see you as someone who really likes to try a lot of new different things, and your angels are really encouraging that and guiding you to do things that no one else has done before. You're basically carving new paths, and you're setting examples for those behind you. And I see, like, within time, people are going to look back and say that you've done things that no one else has done before. And, I see, like, in the really distant future, in, like, decades to come, that people might be copying you and going after whether it's your style or your accomplishments, your behaviors, whatever. I just see a lot of people feeling inspired by you right now, and so in the future, sort of like getting copied, but like in a flattering way, not like in a stealing your work kind of way, but more like feeling inspired by the things you've done. Okay, so that could totally apply to your career and professional life, or it could apply to your personal life and like your personal accomplishments and the things you've done, not just specifically for career and not just because you want to make money. You know, it's like accomplishing things because you want to do it and you want to go after it. And yeah, you're just you're really inspiring others, and this is very obvious to your angels, but it's something that you probably can't see yourself. And then we also have the movie star, so I am getting this theatrical energy. I think you're really, your angels are saying that you're very talented at embellishing things, and not in a negative way. I feel like that can be a negative word, but you're good at like adding juice to something. You're good at retelling a story and giving it life and making it more exciting. You know, it's like you could tell someone the most boring story in the world, but it's like you put so much passion and emotion behind it that it's exciting for people to hear and listen to. So yeah, you definitely give off like this actor energy where it's like, again, just like so much passion behind what you do and what you say. So yeah, your angels are definitely giving you, they're showing me that you deserve to be confident and you have a lot to be proud of in your life, a lot that you've worked for. So now I'm going to pull your tarot cards. We have 9 of Swords, 5 of Cups, 6 of Cups, and King of Pentacles reverse. Okay, so let me just make this look nice. Okay, so you are going through a lot. You're definitely going through it right now. You have a lot of emotions, and you know, I feel like your angels are saying you deserve to be this superstar. You should feel like Britney Spears, you know? You should feel like a real pop star right now. But I do see you feeling a lot of emotions, and that's really because you're going through so many phases. You're experiencing so many ups and downs, and it's just really intense. Like, it's hard to keep yourself grounded, and it kind of feels like you're getting swallowed in your emotions. And you know, because one moment you're really excited and something really good is happening for you, and then the next moment total despair and you've lost something and you're grieving and you're depressed, but then things start to get better again, but then that doesn't last, and there's so much back and forth that you're going through. But your angels want to say that you should definitely not be worried, and something that could really help is praying before bed, like right before you fall asleep, to pray to your angels or to pray to God or whomever gods you believe in, whatever you believe in, your higher self, and just give them all of your worries before you fall asleep, because you could totally struggle with insomnia and struggle with a lot of restless thoughts at night, and your angels are advising that you let everything off your chest right before you fall asleep, and that way it doesn't feel like you're carrying this burden on your shoulders. And yeah, just get it all out of you, whatever you're thinking, whatever you went through that day, whatever you're wishing for, just pray. And if you can't say it out loud, if you have a roommate or whatever, then say it to yourself in your head. And you can silently pray, and it's just as effective as speaking out loud. Okay. So I do see a lot of grief and a lot of despair, and you have a lot of good times from the past. And I see you just feeling really upset that the past is gone, and you could be romanticizing the past and feeling really nostalgic. But you just have to trust that better things are coming ahead. And it is good, though, to appreciate your past, and it's good to look back and feel grateful for what you had, but you just don't want to dwell on that too much. But yeah, I see like a lot of childhood memories coming up. You could feel like you have a lot of childhood healing to do, and you could be having dreams where people from your past come back to you. This could be people that you haven't seen since you were in kindergarten. So I'm talking about like your real past, like not just a couple years ago, like deep into your childhood. So that's playing a theme right now, but it is, your angels want you to know that it is totally fine to use this as a comfort, and to rewatch old movies from your childhood, or do activities and the fun things that you used to do when you were a kid. And you can definitely embrace that and use that as your comfort. I'm trying to see what other messages are coming through. Some of you could be having some financial issues, and you may just need to hold on to your money a little tighter. You may want to hold back on a few purchases, not forever, but maybe try to put that off for as long as you can, or just kind of save it for the future, because your money is, again, it is maybe not the best for some of you, but I can definitely see that as temporary. And again, it's like you're going through so many ups and downs right now that it's like you could be broke one day and then rich the next day. Like you get a bonus paycheck out of nowhere, but then you end up losing that money somehow, or you have a bunch of expenses and bills that come in and then that's gone, but then more money comes in. So I do see money being very unpredictable in your life right now. So your angels are saying to really just prepare for the worst. It's better to save a little bit more than spend too much. But I believe that's all I'm getting. Those are your angel messages. I hope that helped. If you feel like this pile did not resonate, you can go ahead and click another pile. And I also have many other pick a card readings on this channel. And you can subscribe for more in the future. I also have in my description box the link to my Etsy shop where you can buy yourself a personal reading, and that way you can get more detailed and personalized answers that applies strictly to you. So definitely consider that. And otherwise, just giving me a thumbs up and a positive comment is awesome, because I definitely want to know if this is resonating. And so that's all. I'm going to leave it at that. And namaste. I wish you all the love and many blessings. Hello, pile number 2. So you chose this little fairy house jar. I'll show you again. It's just super cute. So this is your message for your reading for angel messages, and I'm going to start by rolling the dice. I have numerology and zodiac signs here, so I'm going to roll the dice for you. Then I have 3 oracle cards and then 4 tarot cards after that. So pile number 2, we are asking for divine guidance from your angels. Okay. So we have the number 11 and we have the sign of Taurus. So some of you could have Taurus in your birth chart, or you could be dealing with someone who has a prominent Taurus, or it could have to do with timing. So it could have to do with Taurus season, which would be springtime. It could also have to do with the Taurus full moon, maybe. So that's going to be around autumn during Scorpio season. Okay, so that's a possible message there. Then we have number 11. So 11 can mean 2 things. So typically in numerology, numbers are reduced to a single digit. In that case, that would be the number 2. Which is actually pretty funny because Taurus is the 2nd zodiac sign and they're connected to the 2nd house. So the fact that 2 is showing up is very interesting. And this is also about very much like giving nature and giving to someone. So you could either be in a relationship, or you could have a serious love interest right now, or someone who you are really focused on and you just love to give. You love to give to this person and care for them, and you don't really expect anything back in return. I feel like, in fact, it makes you feel better to give and just without expectation and do it selflessly and without any motive or personal gain there. Like, you're just a giver. Another thing for 11 is that also can have to do with 1111, which is probably the most famous angel number. Everyone loves to see it. So you could be seeing 1111 when you check the clock, or you could see it random places. And if you do see that number anytime soon, especially after watching this reading, definitely keep your eye out, because that's going to be a really strong sign from your angels that you are on the right path and you are doing the right thing, and to just keep it up and keep going with it. Okay, so I'm going to set that aside and we'll get into your cards. So we have Passion Flower, Surrender. We have Echinacea, can't pronounce words here, which says Destiny. And we have Ginseng, Magician. Okay. So your angel guidance. So by the way, this is coming from the Herbal Astrology deck. So we do have astrology signs on these cards as well. So for this card, we have Neptune and the Moon, which can also be connected to Pisces or Cancer. This card, I see Jupiter and Pluto. Okay, so again, Pisces is coming up again. Also Scorpio, or also with Jupiter, it could be Sagittarius. And then we have Jupiter again, which is again going to be Pisces or Sagittarius. And we also have this, I am honestly not sure what the sign next to it is, so definitely comment below if you do know that. I don't at the top of my head. I know the one next to it is Jupiter. I want to say this could be Chiron, but I'm not 100%. So if you do know that, definitely leave a comment, let me know. but a lot of Jupiter here, a lot of Pisces. So I see Pisces on all three of these cards. Maybe you have that in your birth chart, or you're dealing with someone who does. Or again, it could be Pisces season, so that would be like late winter. Okay, so you definitely have a guidance message here about letting go and really giving in to divine timing. Your destiny is playing a really big part here too. And I also see the numbers here. I also want to point out the numbers on these cards. So 43, 30, and 40. And so any of those numbers could resonate with you. I am getting like age-wise, so I'm feeling like your 30s and your 40s. I mean, some of you watching that could be in your 30s or 40s, or if you are younger than that, then I feel like this is a sign that like there's just something very significant, some type of really significant chapter that is going to occur when you are in your 30s or 40s here. Because yeah, that's definitely standing out to me. So yeah, surrendering. And like I said, Pisces is popping out, and Pisces is very much about letting go and going with the flow. So I feel like there is some kind of life event that the universe is preparing you for, and your angels are really guiding you. And I'm seeing that they are like helping to steer the wheel. And your angels also, they want you to go with it, but they don't want you to be completely passive to the point where you feel like you don't have any free will. Okay, because Magician is also here, so your angels want you to manifest, and they want to work with you to make this manifestation happen. And there's just some kind of really important life event, and this is going to be so different for anyone watching this. It's going to vary person to person. Some of you, this could be about really big chapters in your life, like having a baby for the first time, or getting married, or going into a really deep relationship, meeting your soulmate for the first time. If you have not already met them, it's like this big event coming up for you that was designed to happen while you were still young, while you were still in utero, actually. while your soul was not even incarnated yet on earth. It was like this major event that your soul knew was going to happen. Of course, you consciously, you have no idea of this, because this is something that is from beyond this world, and this is a part of your soul contract. So again, like, you can't be totally passive. You do need to, a part of you needs to let it happen. So you can't control when exactly this is going to happen. You can't control the details of it, but you can make this happen sooner, perhaps, or just make sure that you are prepared, because I'm hearing like the angels don't want this to happen too soon, because at this moment you are still unprepared for this, and you just need to go through a lot more spiritual buildup before you want to enter this next chapter. Okay, it's like I'm seeing these wheels here. So it's like the wheel is moving, you're moving into your next chapter, and you definitely, your angels are really preparing you for this. Okay, so let's pull the rest of your cards. So now we have your tarot cards coming out. We have Queen of Cups, Six of Wands, the Magician in reverse, and Two of Cups reverse. Okay, so interesting that the Magician card came out when it also came out as your Oracle card. So this is very strong significance. The Magician has come out twice. And I noticed for your tarot card, it came out reverse, which again tells me a similar message of you can't be completely passive, and you do need to take action to make this happen. But most of you, it needs to just let go and let it happen, because your angels are working hard to make sure that it does. Okay, so if that makes sense, like you do have to take control, but there's so many aspects that are just out of your control, and you have to be okay with that. So another thing coming out to me is this Queen of Cups is pregnant. So this could definitely have to do with a pregnancy, or if you're a man, getting your woman pregnant. Yeah, that could definitely be, obviously not for all of you though, but some of you, this could be about pregnancy, and that could even be in the distant future. It doesn't have to be happening right at this moment. This is obviously a predictive spread. So yeah, that can definitely be referring to that for some of you. But we do have this disconnect here. So you're feeling a strong bond with someone, but it feels like there's something in the way, and your angels help you, bring you closer towards your soulmate. So if you are completely single right now and you haven't met them yet, there is this blockage, and I feel like it's just your angels are saying they just need to prepare you more spiritually in order to meet this person and be ready for them. And maybe there's just a few more lessons you have to learn and a few more mistakes you have to make before you can meet your person and start this new life with them. And then some of you are already with your soulmate, and you could be married to them or just in a relationship with them. But there is kind of this blockage coming up between the two of you. And your angels want you to know that it's not something to get worried about. It's just an obstacle. And again, there's just a lot of spiritual lessons you need to learn in order to push past this phase with them. But it is definitely natural to go through these phases with your partner. And it doesn't necessarily mean that you're separating forever. Of course, some relationships are not meant to be, but even in soulmate and twin flame relationships, you're going to have those periods where it might just feel more distant between the two of you, and that's perfectly fine, because that's how you come back together and grow stronger from it. Okay, so definitely, like, your angels want you to know you should never feel like you have to force a relationship. And sometimes it's not meant to be. If you're not meant to be with this person, there is someone better for you out there. But if you are meant to be, then it happens. Sometimes you go through these phases, you separate a little bit, but you come back together, and it's just kind of going through these cycles in life and teaching you these spiritual lessons, giving you time and space to be on your own, to think about to really reflect and think about your life purpose and the deeper questions, and maybe the things that you kind of avoid thinking about when you are constantly with someone or surrounding yourself with people. But I also see a lot of victory here with the Six of Wands coming out. So another message here is that your angels want you to know that you are winning, whatever this is. So I feel like there's something that you really want, and you might not realize that you already have it. And it is because of your graceful energy here, this Queen of Cups energy. There's so much loving and nurturing energy happening. You are definitely a giver. And the thing about that, especially in this card here, she's the winner, but she's giving her rose to someone who didn't win, who's less fortunate. So you're the type of person to, when you make it and when you get to the top, you're not going to forget about who's below you. You're actually going to reach out your hand and help them step up and help them catch up to you. And that's a very rare trait, because most people in the world just step on others, and that is how they get on top, because they step on others. But you do the exact opposite. So it might surprise you that you are winning, okay? And it might surprise you that, honestly, life is not a competition, but let's just say if it was, you would be in one of the top leagues right now, which, again, like, you should never feel like you have to compete with others, but I'm just saying, if this was a competition, you would be a winner right now. And that can be either in your personal life, or that can be in your career too. Like, this can also scream promotion here, or getting recognized, or something like that. But yeah, you don't let that get to your head. You have a very nurturing energy here, I can tell. And you use that to help those who don't have it. Okay, so those are all the messages I'm getting, and I'm going to wrap it up here. I really hope this resonated with you. If not, you can check out another pile. You can also check my channel. I have many other tarot readings if you want to subscribe to see more. And thumbs up and positive comment is always good. I always appreciate positive feedback to know if I should make more of these videos and know if I am helping people. So yeah, if this helps, definitely let me know. And if you're interested in a personal reading, I have description. I have my Etsy shop, and I'll have a link there. You can go ahead and get yourself a personal reading, and that way it's more specific for you personally. Okay, so that's all I got. I'm wrapping it up there, and thank you so much for watching. I wish you many blessings. Namaste. Hello, pile number 3. You chose the alien blood. Excellent choice here. I'm going to shake it up for you again so you can see it. Look at all the pretty glitter. Anyways, so we are getting into your reading, and we are asking your angels for divine guidance. So I'm going to start this off with rolling the dice. I have numerology here and some zodiac signs, so we'll see which one pops up for you. And then I have 3 oracle cards for you, and after that I will pull 4 tarot cards. Okay, so pile number 3, we are checking in with your angels, and we are asking for some divine guidance here. Can I please get some divine guidance for pile number 3, please, angels? Oh, that one went far. Bring it right back. So, okay, we have number 10, which, funny, that popped up for pile number 1. So, totally not a coincidence. Maybe you are Maybe you want to check out pile number 1 as well. And we have the sign of Gemini. So you could be a Gemini. Now you don't have to be, but you could have Gemini in your birth chart, or you could be dealing with someone who is a Gemini, or this could have to do with timing. So that could be Gemini season. That would be early summer. It could also have to do with the Gemini full moon, which happens during Sagittarius season, and that is going to be in late fall, or yeah, early winter, late fall. Okay, so number 10. So in numerology, all double digits get reduced down to 1 digit. So this is 1. But because it does have the 0 at the end, that does play significance, that does give it more power to the number. So I'm getting a lot of needing to focus on yourself and needing to put yourself first. And it could be that you really need to pick a path. I feel like some of you could be coming to this reading being like, I'm not sure what to do, especially because like Gemini is all about choices, and the Gemini is the twins, so you have the 2 different sides. So I could definitely see you at a fork in the road right now, and you're not sure if you want to turn left or right, and you really need to make a decision. You don't know what to do, and right away I'm getting from your angels that you need to do what benefits yourself most. You need to put yourself first. Okay, so there could be one path you take where it's just about pleasing someone else or doing what society expects you to do. And then there could be like the road less traveled where no one's ever done this before and it's unique, and you're worried that people are not going to support you, and your angels are saying, do you follow your heart and follow your own path. Okay, so let's get into your cards now. We have Alpha Centaurians, Foresight, Planning, and Strategy. And by the way, this is the Mystic Martian Oracle deck because, of course, I had to pick this for your alien blood. I had to pick the alien deck. We also have Starseed, Self, Memories, Identity. And Tau Sentience, Resilient, Bold, Sassy. And I'm sorry if I'm saying any of these wrong. So I definitely get that you have a very strong and bold personality, and I get a lot of uniqueness coming from you. And I think you struggle with a lot of people around you telling you what to do. And they might not be, I feel like they're not even telling you directly. It's a lot more passive. You're just like highly aware of the expectations that society places on you, and it's really hard for you to drown out that voice or ignore that pressure that's there, because there's definitely a lot of unique people that exist, and somehow they're just able to just drown out the noise, and you are kind of dealing with the opposite, where you are a very unique person yourself, but it's difficult for you to not know that other people are judging you and they're watching you. And it's not that you care what people think, because you definitely do not care what people think of you. You just know like how judgmental people can be, and you're not going to ignore the fact that people judge, and it's very sad, but it's true. And it's easy to be like, oh, just don't care what people think and just do what you want. But it makes it very hard to live that way, and it makes it hard to pretend it's not there. Like this is there, this is a fact of life, that people are judgy. And that's hard for you to deal with. But your angels are just giving you all the encouragement in the world, and they're saying do your own thing, and you do need this constant reminder that you are different from everyone else, and you do need to be reminded that that's perfectly okay. And your angels want you to know that. They want you to know that you need to embrace this unique side of yourself and get creative and use your imagination. And yeah, it's like you already know this, but you need a lot of encouragement. So that's why I feel your angels giving you all of this encouragement and all of this validation that you really need to hear. So yeah, they're definitely telling you to be bold. And you know what? If you want to do the thing, do the thing. Like if you want to dye your hair blue or dye your hair pink, go ahead and do that. If you want to get that crazy tattoo or piercing, do it. If you want to wear bright colors or embrace a style that's very different, like go ahead and do that for sure, because that's who you are, and that's how you feel like your authentic self. I see you like, and you might even be on this journey where you're trying to rediscover yourself, and you may have gone through not decades, maybe decades for some of you, if you've been around for a few decades, but you've gone through most of your life being conditioned to be someone else. So I can see you kind of having this identity crisis right now, where you're like, I know I'm different, I just don't know how. I don't know exactly who I am. I just know it's not who everyone expects me to be. So let yourself explore. Your angels are saying just let yourself make art, and make art without even planning it ahead, and like start painting, start writing, start dancing without knowing what you're doing, and really just let it flow. And that's how you're going to figure out who you are, and whatever you do, let it come from the heart. And basically just don't overthink don't feel like you have to overthink your every single move. You can be spontaneous, you can be wild. Like it's like your angels are giving you permission to be wild, because I am getting that you are more of a logical person. And even when you are, you're definitely creative, but like I see you just more on the logical side, and you might even be a little scared of getting too creative, because that logical voice in your head kind of suppresses that, and feels like you have to make sense out of all of your emotions, but you don't. Your emotions definitely don't have to make sense. They can just be whatever they are. Yeah, and I feel like the last message I'm seeing from these oracle cards is that it is good to have a good idea of where you're going, but your angels are saying that you don't need to plan every single move. Okay, so you can know which direction you're headed in, but you can also take it one day at a time. So that's a big message here, to live life one day at a time. Okay, so let's take a look at your oracle cards now. We have 4 of Pentacles in reverse, King of Wands, the Chariot, and Nine of Swords. Okay. So I am seeing some zodiac signs pop out. So this is an astrology oracle deck. So there's actually a lot here. So I'll just say them all. So we have fire signs. You could have any fire in your chart: Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. We have the Cancer sign is coming out strong with the Chariot. We have Capricorn, the Sun. The Sun can be connected to Leo. We have Mars, which can be connected to Aries or Scorpio. And then we also have Gemini coming out again. So I'll just bring that real close for reference. This is exactly what you let me rephrase that. I was gonna say, this is exactly what you died. This is exactly what the dice rolled. Okay, there we go. Getting my words together. Okay, so you're definitely... Okay, so I see a lot of worrying here. I'll start with that. You are definitely dealing with some insomnia and a lot of restless thoughts before falling asleep. And I know pile number 1 also got the Nine of Swords, and pile number 1 also rolled number 10. So again, you might want to check out that pile as well. And the angel guidance here is for you to pray right before you fall asleep. Now, that can just simply mean letting out all of your thoughts and worries for the day and just allowing them to release before you fall asleep. And that will help you fall asleep easier, because it's like letting a weight come off your shoulders. You don't have to hang on to these thoughts or hold on to them. You could just let them go. So you can really just do this by speaking out loud. If you have a roommate or something and you can't speak, you can pray to yourself in your mind. You can also journal too, and just, your angels want you to just release all these thoughts so that you're not kind of looping them in circles here. So you have a lot of confidence here, and you are definitely giving out this, like, you can be in control type of energy. And that could be why you are wondering where you need to go from here and what choice you need to make, because you do have a lot of power right now, and there is some kind of destination that you need to get to. And I'm talking about spiritually here. Of course, some of you, this could be physical, like if you're moving or something, but this is more so spiritually, like a different place in your life that you need to get to. And yeah, your guidance is really like, let these thoughts go. Just let it go completely. And again, with the being very heavy on logic, like, you don't have to only listen to your head, and it feels like you put a lot of weight on rationale and logic, and maybe right now you just need to take a leap of faith and take a little bit of a risk. So if you do have a very specific question in mind, especially about some kind of choice you need to make in the future, your angels are guiding you to do exactly what you want without anyone else's input or opinion, especially without anyone's judgment, and let yourself be as unique as you need to be, and let that unique part of you shine and come out, and to be confident about that too, and just really own it and own how different you are, and let your differences be your strengths, not your weaknesses. Okay, I'm just going to take a moment to see if there's any other messages coming out. Yeah, I think that really sums it up for you, and I hope this reading was helpful. I hope it resonated. If not, you can always go back and pick another pile. I also have many other tarot readings on my channel, and you can subscribe if you'd like to see more. And if you do like this video, you can thumbs up, you can leave me a positive comment, and I always like to know if my videos and if my readings are helpful, so it feels really good to hear that if they are. And you can also, I'm gonna have a link to my Etsy shop where you can buy a personal reading if you're interested in that, and that way you can get more of a specific and personal reading tailored just for you. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate your support, and I wish you many blessings. Namaste.